welcome back to my channel, and this, not a full face of first impressions, but this is going to be me trying out some new products. I do have a lot of new products and I wanted to try them all. Some of them are new colors of things I've already tried, some of them are things I received in PR that I wasn't intentionally like myself interested in buying, but now I have them, so let's try them because maybe I'm missing out. Also, some of these are things that I haven't tried before that I bought myself that I'm so excited to try. So I have foundation and eyebrows on because I don't have a foundation and I don't have an eyebrow product to try, but I do have a concealer. So I'm gonna zoom you in a bit. Maybe like this, because now you can see that I'm still a bit dark here. I'm gonna bring my mirror in so that we can actually see something. And I still have not tried this one. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. I got this when I was in New York, which was in March, and I still haven't tried it. So yeah, shame on me, shame on me. This is a light sand and this is so light. So we are gonna be slightly contoured with this as well. This is so big. So let's, oh god, I don't want to use this much concealer. Okay, this is too much. I feel like you kind of can't like use a little concealer with this. Yeah, now when the brush is like doesn't hold as much product, now you can. That looks sexy. I'm just gonna set it with my normal powder. I'm just gonna hold it up gently because I've hit pan on this so bad and it's crumbly and it's all over the place. No, it's all over my pants. Okay, that is the NYX HD powder and I'm almost running out. I thought I'd use a powder that really works when you're doing like a cream contour with a lighter concealer. And so I know that if the concealer doesn't work, I know it's not the powder, I know it's the concealer. So let me work this in and then we can set it with powder. I mean, it does look really good, although, yeah, it's definitely too light for me, but I don't mind a very highlighted look anyways. It's what I'd like to call the spotlight effect. Like if I had a spotlight in the middle of my face, this is what it would look like. So I don't so I don't really hate it. My grabbing a sponge. I don't really hate it. I usually actually do this. God, this is such a mess. I should really throw this powder away, but I'm almost out of it. So I really want to finish it up before throwing it away. So I'm not gonna bake. I'm just gonna brush this away like right away. I'm really highlighted, but it looks really good. Although it didn't cover like all of my dark circles. I don't know if you even can see that now when the light is like, it didn't cover all of them. But I mean, what can you do? So now I'm gonna use something else. I'm gonna go in, I have a bunch of products for the skin that I want to use, but first let's go into these. This is my new eyeshadows by Cindy Grace. This is the Icy Beige dupe that they did with some green and blue shades. I also have one yellow here that I bought that is new, and this one, the very pea green here, wasn't part of the bundle, but I bought those two separately. And also I think one of the greens, maybe this one or maybe that one. Oh, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna use some of these shades. I'm thinking of doing like blue on top and green under. Could that be something? I'm gonna do that. Blue on top and green under. I also bought some new brushes from Sigma. Even though I have worked with Sigma and even though Sigma sends me PR, I still had 3 brushes that I was interested in trying that they hadn't sent me. There were just 3 brushes that I've seen other people use that for some reason I didn't have, so I decided to buy them myself. This is the E35 Taper Blending. It's the E40. I actually had one of these, the big fluffy ones, but I gave it to a friend because I thought I didn't need it, and now I was like, maybe I do need it, so I bought another one. And then it's the E62 Cut Crease. It's made for cut creases, so I thought maybe we'll do a half cut crease to see if this one actually does work good with cut creases, and maybe with this concealer. Why do I feel like I'm not in the center? Because you're not in the center. Stupid. So I'm gonna do something in the crease with these 2 blues. This one is called Oasis, and this one is called Nightfall. So I'm gonna use those two in my crease and see what we can get. I'm gonna start out with the E40 and that Oasis one. Ooh, the kick up is real though. And I'm gonna start with that in my crease. And really working it in. Maybe this is too loose for a shadow like this. There is a risk of it turning a bit muddy, but I'll be careful. I think this kind of brush is better with like crease colors that are closer to your skin color, because it's going to diffuse them a lot. That was a very pigmented color. Now I'm going to go in with Nightfall on this E35. And I'm just going to deepen. Ooh, that is a pretty color. Deepen up the outer part a bit so that I can do that half cut crease. That is pretty though. I'm just taking this E36 by Sigma. I'm just gonna blend the edges a bit without any additional product, because this one is so good with just feathering over the edges and just blending them without carrying the color too much further. Okay, so that is what we're left with, and I think I am gonna go in and do... I want to use this one, but I also want to use a lighter one, like a lighter blue. And I know that Sydney Grace has a lighter blue, I just don't know where I put their palette. I'm gonna go and find it and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is my other palette by Sydney Grace, and it looks like this. So I have a lot of colors from them, so I'm gonna use this one as well, that is called Bluebird. It's just a light blue shimmer, and I'm gonna use that one as well when I'm doing my my cut crease. So I am actually gonna use a bit of the Tarte Shape Tape and that new brush, the E62, that's called the cut crease. And I'm just gonna take the doe foot and I'm gonna take, let's see, I'm gonna use it like this. I'm just gonna take it from the doe foot and I'm gonna see if I can paint this on. How do I like this brush? I don't know. And maybe this isn't the perfect brush for me because I like my cut creases to be open. Like I don't want them to be closed. I think that's a good shape though. I think this brush will work better for people who likes the cut crease to start here and to go like, but I like my cut creases to be open. So maybe this isn't the perfect cut crease brush for me. Just dotting at the end here because it's going to make it easier when I go over with color. Okay, so now that I've gotten that far, I'm going to find my brush. I'm going to take this shimmery dark blue first. That's called JB. And I'm going to take that one. I'm not going to spray it because we have concealer on. And I'm gonna put that on like the outer part of the cut crease so it goes together with that blue that we already had in the outer corner. And I'm just gonna create a little triangle here with that dark blue before we go in with the lighter one. If we let the cut crease come in like a C, like this, it's gonna like even more create that cut crease shape that we're after. I'm just cleaning my brush a bit, and then I'm taking this one that's called Bluebird, which is the lighter one, and I'm putting that on the rest of the area I covered with concealer. And that is pretty much the upper eye look that we have right there. I'm gonna do something with the inner corner later. I'm just gonna do the same on the other eye as well, and I'll be back and we can do the green on the lower lash line. Okay, so I've gotten this far and I'm gonna use some green under my eyes. I think I'm just gonna use these two here, like the grassy greens one. This one is called The Shallows, and then this one that is called Tempest. So I think I'm just gonna use this one, the darkest one, on the outer half of my under eyes, and then the lighter one on the inner part of my under eyes. And I'm just going to use a pencil brush, and I am going to spray this to make sure that I get it to be as shiny and opaque as I want it to be. Because most shimmers do get even better with some fixing spray. So this is the Shallows. And I'm just stamping it on under my eyes. Now it's time for the lighter one that's called Tempest. I think this is like my favorite shade in the whole collection, and it performs beautiful as well. And I don't even think that this is part of the bundle. I think this one is sold as a single, but this to me is the most exciting shade. That is so cool. And to be fair, this shadow is to me an almost exact dupe for the one in the green one in the Divine palette by Kat Von D, in case you wanted to have only that shade and didn't want to buy the palette. Maybe you don't want to even support Kat Von D anymore, then this shadow would be that green shade. Not even kidding. Wow, that is beautiful. So yeah, that is fun and that is exciting. I have tried these pencils before, and now they were having a sale at Sephora in Sweden where they were getting rid of some of the colors of the Aqua XL. This is in color M22, which is a blue one, so I'm gonna put that in my waterline as soon as I can open this packaging. Oh, I hate when they put plastic over it. Turn the look a bit smoky. This is like a store. They're going bananas out there. It's because they have kids and now they're guarding their kids when they're learning to fly. That's why they sound like this. It's like a storm cloud blue, and they're crazy out there. So yeah, that is basically the eyeshadow look. I'm gonna put some inner corner highlights when we're doing the face highlight in just a bit. I actually got this one in PR from Sephora brand. This is the fingertip eyeliner in a blue shade. This is in 08. This is so weird. So I'm gonna see if I can do my eyeliner with this, because I thought a blue eyeliner with this would be pretty. I love that the seagulls is like louder than me. It's really hard in the inner corners because this big thing is covering up my eyes. I can't see anything. I totally see why some people would think that this is easier than a normal eyeliner, but I actually do not think so. And this also, like, it's so weird to dip in. So, I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't think, because you see you're covering your eye when you're trying to get in the inner corners. Makes it really hard to see. So, I mean, personally, I don't think that this is easier, but maybe if you're having problems with liquid eyeliners, you feel like they're too long and they're just hard to get precise with. If you feel that, maybe you should try one of these. It is Sephora brand, so it is not that expensive. I think that personally I prefer the normal tips. Don't hate it, don't love it. I'm also gonna try a new mascara because I got this one from Loréal and I don't think that this is out even yet. This is the Unlimited Mascara. Look at this bottle. It looks like one of those old like quill things. How is this? Oh, this is super bendy. You know what this one reminds me of? This one reminds me of the Benefit Bad Gal Bang brush, and I love that, so high hopes. I'm just gonna bend my lashes a bit and then I'm gonna go in and we'll see how it is. I am gonna try a pair of new false lashes though, so whatever result we get, I'm just gonna cover it up, but it's always nice to try a new mascara. So let's see how this one is. That's not bad. It really does separate the lashes. I don't feel like the lashes are clumping together. And I do feel like it grabs on to every hair. so that I can coat all of it. Maybe it doesn't like really lift them up as much as the Bad Gal Bang does, but this seems like a nice mascara. It does make all of the hairs really dark. It doesn't give as much like oomph as the Bad Gal Bang does, but it's not a bad mascara at all. I'm just gonna put this on both my lashes and then I'll come back. While doing my mascara, I noticed that you can actually bend the wand as well. I don't know if that helps me, but maybe that is something that you like. I didn't even know that. So it does bend. It has like a little ball thing here that you can make it twist so you can have it bent out. Maybe you like that. I know that some people really do like that. Maybe you're one of those and that could be a mascara for you. So yeah, that was both of the eyes. I look in the viewfinder. I really like it. I think it's cute. But let's get into the face. I have two new things from Morphe. I have talked about these. I talked about these on my new makeup releases, go on wishlist or not. I bought the Trio blush in nothing. Pop of Pink. I thought I'd get a pink trio. I actually have been enjoying some pink blush, so I thought that I wanted to try that. It has two shimmery ones and one matte mauve one. And then I got the Brontour in Celebutante. Celebrity plus Debutante. Okay, that's fun. It's like a matte one and a shimmery one. And I'm just gonna mix these because I love mixing, and maybe then you can go in with a smaller brush. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush and just do some extra contour with the matte one. But I'm just gonna use, so I'm just going in like this. I'm just doing both of them. You know what? That's nice. That's nice. Okay. I like that more than I thought I was gonna like that. It looks really good in real life at least. I cannot find the words. I'm trying to look in the viewfinder if it looks patchy, but in real life it looks really nice. Maybe I'll go in with like a smaller brush like this, just in the contour, like the matte side, and we can see if we can get some more just where I'd like to contour. Not too shabby. I like that. I like that. Okay, we're gonna do some blush now. People keep asking me about my blush brush. This is just the e.l.f. blush brush. It is not my favorite, but it does the job. I'm still looking for the one. It's okay. It's okay. So what do I want to use? I think I'm going to use this one that's called Spirit. It is a tad more pink than the matte one, Rule Breaker, but it's not as bright as the one in the middle that's called Free. So I'm going to use Spirit. Ooh, there's a lot on my brush. Let's just see if we can... Ooh, that's a pretty color. It's a bit more pigmented than I prefer in a blush, but if you like a pigmented blush, the sheen is beautiful though. The sheen is really beautiful. I love like a shimmery or a satiny blush, and this is more like a satiny blush. I always go in with the powder brush afterwards just to blend it out a bit. But that looks pretty. I like pink with this look. That was pretty. So what next? Oh, I like those. So far I like them. Let me know if you want me to do a better review of them in the future. I'll use them more, of course, if you want me to bring it up more. Next, look! I finally got the Anastasia Dream Glow Kit, and look at this. I've only swatched this. I haven't used it. Look. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love shades like this. Like these are like 3 pinky shades, 1 peach, 1 that seems a bit goldy yellow, and that's the one I think that we're gonna use in my inner corners. But I love shades like this. They seem to be, like I swatched them, the formula seems to be almost like the Kat Von D formula, which means that they are glittery, but to the point that they will look wet on the skin. These are not as glittery as the Kat Von D formula though, and these are not as glittery as the glittery highlighting formula from Colourpop. This is like a happy middle, but they do have some glitter and they're very like foiled and wet. So if you're looking for that glow to the gods look, like really highlighted look, where you are looking wet on the skin, this is the kind of formula you should go with. I don't think that this is like an everyday glow formula. Maybe the peachy one will like really melt into your skin. But I'm just giving you this information that if you are like one of those people that are so super anti against some glitter particles in your highlighter formula, you're not gonna like this. I can tell you that just straight off by swatching it. I'm gonna use the one that's called Regal, the peachy one down here, because that is what I am looking forward to using. I'm just using my FO3 highlighting brush by Sigma as usual, and we will... That is so pretty. Yeah, this is not as blinding as the Kat Von D, but definitely a very glowy highlighter. I like this kind of formula, so I knew when I looked at it, I was like, yeah, some people are not gonna like this formula. I think that if you are unsure, you should really go into store and just check it out, because you might end up thinking that this is not for you. But I think that this is a highlighting palette that will work both as an eyeshadow and a highlighter. Like, I will use this as my inner corner highlights a lot, because I know that this is the kind of formula that I use for that. But it looks really pretty. I like it. So I'm going to use that Sunshine on a pencil brush in my inner corners as well. I think I'm going to spray it a bit just to make it be as opaque as the other shades are, because the other shades are sprayed and this one should be as well, to like really blend in with those. Oh, that goes so well with this look. Okay, I am like, look at my skin, it looks so nice. Let me put on my falsies. I think that's pretty much everything, and then I have a setting spray. Maybe I should use that now, because I have the Superstay setting spray by Maybelline 24 hours, and I was sent this by Maybelline, and it has a ball in it, so I'm guessing it's supposed to be shake. Yeah, it says shake well, so I'm guessing this has those little white particles in it that will be all over your face in case you don't shake. Okay, this is enough. Let's... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, the sprayer on this is so intense. Like, so intense. Like you're being attacked by the sprayer. If you do not like being attacked by your setting spray, you're not gonna like this sprayer, because that was intense. You saw I got a big double in my forehead. I don't even use setting sprays, but I can give you a thought about the sprayer. The sprayer is not that good. It doesn't really smell like anything. I'm just feeling like maybe it's good, but I didn't like the sprayer. That's all the information I can get. So if you're picky about your like the sprayers, you're not gonna like that one. So I think that was everything. I'm just putting my stuff together a bit. I'm gonna put on the falsies and then we'll do the lips, and I think that's gonna be everything. I'm gonna use the Sasha ones. This is by Huda Beauty. I got this when I was at Sephora, Sweden. They're like the House of Lashes Iconics, but they seem even more dramatic. I'm all about that life. I'm just gonna put those on and I'll be right back and we can do the lippies. Okay, so this is what the lashes look like. They are actually, they're longer than the Iconics, but they're not as like thick as the Iconics. So it's like similar shape, but not dupes. But I like them. I think they're cute. I do like the Huda Beauty lashes. They last forever. The only thing that is that the band is kind of thick, which for me makes it easy to put on and they don't break as easily, but I know that some people don't like it. The only thing I have left to use is this one. Wait. This is the Too Faced Melted Matte in Queen Bee, and if it's this color, I think we're safe. I got this in PR from the PR firm that handles Too Faced in Sweden, and I got this color. I think this is going to be nice. I like the packaging of these. This packaging is beautiful. It's like it's a squeezy tube, but not. I think the packaging is beautiful. And I haven't used this formula before at all. They smell like nothing. They smell like ingredients. So let's put it on and see how it looks. That is a cool color, like a cool toned mauve. Not even like a mauve, it's like a almost purpley nude. I really like this color. I've been telling you that I wanted to bring in more cool tones in my collection, and this is stunning. It went on really well, like super, like it even makes my teeth look whiter. It went on super well, super opaque. This is not streaky at all. It has a moussey formula, but not as moussey as the Ofras, but not as liquidy as like the Jeffree Stars. These are moussey, but not super moussey. Let me get rid of the mirror. Go away, go away, go away. So we can zoom out a bit. And this is the finished look. I really like this look. I do feel like the shadows from Sydney Grace are the same formula as the other shadows by Sydney Grace. So if you were looking to expand your collection with some blue, mainly blues, let's be honest, this could be a good fit for you. I think that these green mattes here are a bit too dull for my liking. I like the greens to a bit more like this. Like, no brands does really bright colorful greens unless they're in the rainbow palette, and I wish that we could see more bright green mattes that are not in the rainbow palette. That's just my opinion, but I like this formula. I like these shadows, and if you're interested, you might really enjoy that as well. I like this. This looks really good. This is the kind of formula, I have a mirror here as well, this is the kind of formula that I like in highlighters, and I feel like this is like the wearable version of like the Aurora Glow Kit, because this one has a lot of those like duochromatic or colorful highlighters, but in the peachy pink realm, which makes them very wearable, and I love a peachy pinky highlight, so I'm excited to have this. Love the lip color. I'm loving how my cheeks are looking. I think that these two are really nice, especially for the price. The lashes are nice. Like, I have my mirror over here now. The lashes are nice, but they're very dramatic. Like, these are not everyday lashes, but they fit this look. I already know that I like these Aqua XL liners, and I'm sad to see that some of the colors were going on sale. I hope they're not getting rid of these pencils because they're so good. The concealer is good. It was a bit light for me, but I'm a bit tan, so what do I know? I like the mascara as well. I didn't think this was a bad mascara, and if you like a mascara that can go like this, maybe you like it. The eyeliner was almost 100% opaque. If you think that this format could be for you, then maybe you should check these out. I know they have this in a beautiful burgundy color as well, if you were looking for a burgundy liner. I think this is not really for me. The thing that I didn't really like was this Super Stay Setting Spray. It is just too aggressive of a sprayer. Not the biggest fan. I did like the brushes that I got from Sigma as well, although I have to say that that cut crease brush, it's not the way that I like to do my cut creases, because I don't like them to begin here and go up. I want them to be open here, so maybe it's not the best brush for me. But if you want to try a brush, if you're struggling with cut creases, maybe that's for you, and maybe you should check it out. It's really cool that they made a brush especially for cut creases though. So I think that was everything. Do let me know if there's any of these products that you would like me to get back to in the future, like review roundup. I would love to do that, so let me know about that. And I think that was everything for today. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe and all of that jazz, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.